Hi, it's Tansy. So today's day 27, and I wanted to check in to see how people were doing with their organization and cleaning up and organizing their digital assets and their physical assets for the projects. Right now, I'm working on that myself, and I wanted to just go over a couple little tips. So start with one account at a time. Don't go jumping. Go with the one that's filled up the most and the most disorganized, especially if you have email addresses attached to drives and stuff that are overfilled. And right now that's what I'm working on, is trying to unclog some of my accounts. So then after that, you go and duplicate files. Look for your duplicates, get rid of any duplicates, and then you save the ones that are just one file. Transfer it out into, like, I'm using a little drive, a thumb drive, because it can go anywhere and you can download it or upload your stuff elsewhere. So everything that I have that's for projects, I'm putting on this drive that has a large memory, and then I'm going to organize somewhere else because having too many projects in your drives will drive you nuts and you're going to lose stuff, especially if you don't tag things. So once you're done with a project, it's good to transfer it out. Also, storage of like photos and videos. Try storing some of that locally on your devices with storage that you can remove and replace. That way your spaces stay cleaner and they're not as cluttered up. But all your disks and stuff, your drives are going to be a mess that you use, your thumb drives. But there's every file you have, you can go into the properties and you need to tag, if you're allowed to, put a tag in it as to what it is, so when you type you can look up what you're looking for. So let's say it's project 1.2 and then it's a photo, and then I'll put a short just description. But I also use a numbering system for some of my digital assets, especially videos and stuff. I use a numbering system, and then I'll list them as well so I can find them later on. It's just sometimes I get kind of overwhelmed and I forget what I'm doing and I lose track of things and I get messy. Same with notebooks. Okay, 3-ring binders are awesome, but get those dividers so you can put the tabs of what is in each section. Also, if you use storage in a file cabinet, make sure the hanging files, you put tabs of what you're actually putting in the files. Keep them relevant. Throw out stuff that's so outdated that has no relevance anymore. Research that's been disproven by reputable sources in multiple ways. Throw away just junk, old paperwork that's older than 7 years old that has anything financial. Yeah, just keep cleaning, keep organizing, and make sure when you're putting stuff back into your drives, you start files or folders. Keep folders and then make them specifically for whatever project you're working on, and then make subfolders inside that have the different elements. I put marketing on one, and that has all my marketing materials, and then I have my drafts and my outlines. So I have the actual work in one folder, and then I have all my research in another one, and then in that one too, I'll keep a list of what is in that research folder. But I also use OneDrive. And I like OneDrive a lot, and I like OneNote. With OneNote, it's easier to keep track of all of my research that is in the folders. So a lot of times I'll just put my research that is already cited. It's already created as citations that can be inserted in text and at the end as a resource or source cited at the end. It makes life a lot easier, especially if you're in school. Make sure you always keep your research organized and you have it ready so you can just copy and paste your research, because you're going to reuse a lot of it throughout your academic career, because you're going to find pieces of research that you're really going to cling to, and then you're going to want to bring in more around those core pieces that really struck a chord with you. So make sure you hang on to all of those, but put those in a folder and mark them. Okay, bye.